got dandruff real bad, and that ingredient actually kills the fungus that causes dandruff. The color is gray because it does have charcoal in it. It is not stripping like a lot of your clarifying shampoo, and it feels like my hair is choking on a Popeye's biscuit. It is a French pharmacy brand, and they have 2 anti-dandruff shampoos. As soon as you put it on your scalp, you feel a slight cooling sensation. Friend, hey girl, OMG. Okay, I have some things I need to discuss. I got dandruff real bad. Like, I've always had dandruff basically for like as far as I can remember, and I do remember my mom saying that even when I was a baby I had really bad cradle cap. So my scalp came out the womb acting up, giving me problems. But when I was younger, I went to a dermatologist. I don't know, I was probably like in middle school or something, or high school, I can't remember. And they prescribed to me a dandruff shampoo. I still remember that it was pink, but it was so stripping. It clearly was not formulated for afro hair textures. It was so very stripping, and I hated it. I used it like once and I was like, I can't use this anymore because it just made my hair feel like it was gonna snap in half. It made my hair feel so brittle. So from that moment on until, oh my God, my 30s. I'm 39 now. Also, I just had a birthday, January 7th, Capricorn. But from that moment up until my 30s, somewhere in my 30s, I can't remember the exact age, I just suffered, and it was very, very annoying. And if you are the type of person whose dandruff is so bad that you can wash your hair one day, let's say you wash your hair on a Monday, and then by Tuesday you're already starting to feel some itching, and then by Wednesday it feels low-key like you didn't even wash it 2 days ago. That was me, and it was so frustrating to the point that sometimes I would even cry, because also, as you can see, I have a lot of hair. So imagine the work of doing a full wash day and then feeling like all of your labor is in vain. It sounds dramatic, but until you experience it, it really is so frustrating. And I feel like for so long I would be sad, more so out of frustration. But not anymore, because we got solutions, baby. So without further ado, let's get into it. So number 1, starting off, Nizoral. I love Nizoral. I will step behind Nizoral. Okay, me and Nizoral. Nizoral was my first anti-dandruff shampoo that actually worked. It says to use it 2 times a week, but I just assume that most products like that, especially when they are not Black owned, that they are not formulated with Black people in mind. Because of my hair texture, I'm not shampooing my hair 2 times a week, but I do use it 1 time a week on average. It does have that stripping quality that you are going to find in a lot of anti-dandruff shampoos, as well as in clarifying shampoos, but it is not overly harsh. So remember I told you about when I was younger and that shampoo the doctor prescribed me that had my hair feeling like straw? It doesn't give that. It gives strips, but it doesn't give straw. And it is important to note that Nizoral is the only anti-dandruff shampoo that is over the counter and contains, I have to look at this word and try to pronounce it, and I'm probably still gonna butcher it, but bear with me. It contains ketoconazole, I'm not sure. And that ingredient actually kills the fungus that causes dandruff, which is why Nizoral is such an effective solution. Everything is linked in my description box that I'm going to tell you about today, but you can find Nizoral at your local drugstore. You can get it at your other local like big box stores. I always order mine offline because I like stuff coming to my house, because I don't like leaving the house like that, but I be needing my products on standby. So it's linked in the description box. And not gonna hold you, Nizoral is my MVP. Love Nizoral down. It's tried and true. I have other products that I'm gonna tell you about that I also love, but Nizoral is just kind of like my go-to because I know it's gonna work every single time. Next up, TPH by Taraji P. Henson. That yellow line, the scalp care line, eats down. And I'm telling you, every single product in the line. I don't know the last time I tried a line and I liked every single product in the collection, in a certain collection. TPH yellow packaging scalp care, you did your big one. You need your flowers. I'm going to try to run through each product really quickly, and then you can do your own research on the line. Starting off with the Never Salty Scrub. You can apply each of these products directly to your scalp because they each come with like a nozzle or a prong, some type of applicator tip that gives you direct to scalp contacts, okay? So with the Never Salty Scrub, you can apply it to dry hair or you can apply it to wet hair once you're in the shower. Depending on your texture and also your density, one or the other might be better for you as far as application methods. For me, I would recommend, if you have hair like mine, and I'm more so talking to the thickness than I am the texture, because thick hair sometimes is very hard to get to the scalp. So with the Never Salty Scrub, if you have very thick hair and you find it hard to get to the scalp sometime, I would recommend detangling your hair first all over. That's what I like to do. And you can use a little bit of water and leave-in conditioner or whatever to just like spray it, detangle it, and put it in chunky twists all over. And make sure you have some parts exposed. I wouldn't twist it or braid it too tight because you want to be able to work that product into your scalp. And so once you have detangled it all over, then you just apply it, and it has a like 2 prongs, I believe, and you squeeze it out, and then you can just squeeze it out directly onto the scalp. If that is challenging for you, I have also put that bad boy up in my hands and then taken it like this and then rubbed it in those parts like I was greasing my scalp. Still works. And the Never Salty Scrub has sugar crystals, apple cider vinegar, coconut, and peppermint oils. And you will find that every product in the scalp care collection is formulated with very intentional key ingredients, all of which help to fight dandruff and soothe the scalp. So after the Never Salty Scrub is in your hair, you get in the shower and you rinse it out, and then you apply your Master Cleanse. Master Cleanse also has those prong tip applicators. Master Cleanse has hazel water, eucalyptus oil, and tea tree oil. Y'all know tea tree oil is very effective in fighting dandruff because tea tree oil kills fungus. Now with the Master Cleanse, you are supposed to focus on the scalp. So you're supposed to apply it directly to the scalp, which is why it has that applicator, and really work it into the scalp and rinse it and getting minimal amounts on your hair. And then you can use a hair shampoo, which she has hydrating shampoos and different hair shampoos in her TPH by Taraji line. Me, however, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. I just use the Master Cleanse by itself and it gets on my hair and I don't be caring, and I cleanse my hair with it too because I feel like the rest of the products in that collection do enough replenishing to my hair. The Master Cleanse is stripping. I would argue that it's more stripping than Nizoral, if I'm recalling correctly. But the products that you put in your hair or on your scalp after that, to me, replenish and bring your hair back to that supple state, that moisturized state, that nourished and soft state. Which brings me to masking and relaxing. Okay, this is a mask and it is so good. The color is gray because it does have charcoal in it, as well as, let me read, probiotics, retinol, something called kaolin, Kaolin, tea tree oil, peppermint oil, hyaluronic acid, aloe vera. Also, you will find that a lot of the ingredients in the yellow line are also commonly found in a lot of really good and effective skincare. And as we know, scalp is skin, so it makes sense. But I just love how intentional they were with formulating this line, and it is why it works so well. Some kind of way, the masking and relaxing detoxifies the scalp and also nourishes and replenishes the scalp. I don't know how it works. I'm not really asking no questions. I just know that it works. And when I tell you, when I put that stuff on my scalp and my hair, it feels so loved. And I was not sure what to expect when I first used it, but it just feels so soft. Low-key, I'm going to argue my hair feels softer after this than it does a typical ordinary conditioner. And my scalp does too. My scalp feels very nourished after I use the masking and relaxing. Then after masking and relaxing, you go in with the conditioner. The conditioner is called Mint Condition. The names are just really cute and clever also. But Mint Condition is made again specifically for your scalp. Like the Master Cleanse, I'm also applying that thing to my hair. And my hair be feeling real good afterwards. And the conditioner has aloe, eucalyptus oil, shea butter, also peppermint. That's where that cooling sensation is coming from. By the time you have gotten to the conditioning step of this line, you are just like, you feel it's given spa treatment at home in the shower. It feels so good. And the very last product is called the Ultra Chill Serum. You use this after you have done your wash day and on days in between your wash days. So after you have shampoo, conditioned, all that good stuff, you can apply it. You can apply it during the week in your while your hair is styled, and it really just helps to keep that dandruff at bay, to keep your scalp, I want to say, regulated. I'm not going to say that though, because I don't know if that is science backed, but that's how it feels to me. It feels like it just keeps your scalp in check until the next wash day. As you can see, I am a huge fan of the TPH by Taraji scalp care collection. I cannot stress this enough. If you are looking for something where you're like, okay, every single product is in this one system, in this one collection, I highly recommend. Next up, Sacred Clarifying Shampoo and Scalp Scrub by Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. Sacred has a lot of opinions around it. Some people love it, some people not so much. I find that the collection has been honestly incredible. Specifically for scalp care, I love the clarifying shampoo. So it has fermented purple willow bark, which helps to break down product buildup. Also, there is tea tree oil to combat discomfort and dryness. Also, as we know, tea tree oil does fight fungus. There's also something called microcrystalline, which I have never heard of, but it says microcrystalline cellulose to exfoliate the scalp. And then also niacinamide, which we know is in a lot of our favorite skincare, which protects against environmental damages. So this shampoo also has a nozzle for easy scalp application. And like I said with the Taraji line, sometimes those nozzles applying directly to the scalp can be a little bit tricky. So a little hack, if you have thick hair, or if you don't have thick hair and you just like, girl, I still can't get it on my scalp, detangle first, put it in some loose plaits, some braids or some twists, and then put it on your scalp that way on dry hair before you even get into the shower. Let it sit for a few minutes and then get into the shower. What I specifically like about the Sacred Clarifying Shampoo is that it is not stripping like a lot of your clarifying shampoos. In fact, it has a really good slip factor to it. So I find when I'm using Sacred Clarifying Shampoo and Scalp Scrub that I can apply it. I love the lather, honey. It's going to work up a really nice lather, and I can pull it through my hair and finger detangle. So for me, you know, I'm a big fan of pre-detangling before I even get in the shower. So by the time I've washed, you know, out the shampoo and worked it in, my hair is already detangled, and I can just keep pulling it through my strands, and it honestly works so well, and it doesn't feel like a clarifying shampoo. I'm not going to go as far as to say it feels like a nourishing shampoo or a hydrating shampoo, but very close, because it does not have that stripping factor. Not for me anyway. Everyone's hair is different, but my hair responds incredibly well to it. By the way, I have type 4 hair. I have a range of curls, 4A, 4B, 4C. You about to get every type of curl up in this head, okay? But I like to say that just so you know, because sometimes what works for one texture or one pattern may not work for another. But the Sacred Clarifying Shampoo I have had great success with. And most importantly, the reason that we're here is it works on the scalp. It lifts dandruff, it lifts products buildup, and it keeps your scalp nice and clean and clear until your next wash day. And that is the case, honestly, for just about every shampoo that I'm mentioning. So I try to wash my hair once every week, once every 2 weeks at max. There have been times for sure that it's been way longer than that. But if I'm doing my part and I'm washing my hair at least once every week, then my scalp remains intact, clear. I don't exactly know how to say this. I think it's called Vichy Durkos or Vichy Durkos or Vichy Durkos. Not really sure, but it is a French pharmacy brand and they have 2 anti-dandruff shampoos. I only use one of them. The salicylic acid water to foam anti-dandruff shampoo is made specifically for curly and coily textures. That's me. As soon as you put it on your scalp, you feel a slight cooling sensation and it feels good. It's very pleasant. It also cleanses the scalp super well without leaving it stripped and brittle, which is a common theme that I've noticed with all of these shampoos. Some of them are more stripping than others, but none of them for me are super stripping to the point that I feel like my hair is in dire need of water. Because I have used some anti-dandruff shampoos and it feels like my hair is choking on a Popeye's biscuit. No moisture, no water, just dehydration. Very much giving sand. None of that on this list. So this shampoo, as you can tell by the name, has salicylic acid in it, which helps to treat dandruff. It also has glycerin, hydrating both the hair and the scalp, and niacinamide to restore the moisture barrier, and also bring some relief and soothe the scalp if your scalp is highly irritated. They also have an anti-dandruff conditioner. I personally am a fan of the anti-dandruff shampoo much more than I am a fan of the anti-dandruff conditioner. Does the anti-dandruff conditioner work? Absolutely. However, I personally prefer much more nourishing conditioners, and this conditioner is a lot more lotiony. I like more of a cream or a buttery conditioner. This conditioner is lotiony. It's very lightweight, which is actually preferred for low porosity hair like mine. But for me, I just need something that feels a little bit more rich. I use the anti-dandruff conditioner because I have it on hand and I don't want to waste the product. But once I run out of it, I don't necessarily think that I will replace it, but I will 100% replace the shampoo because the shampoo is the star of the show for me. And that's the last product. It has been real, friends. I just appreciate y'all for subscribing, for engaging with the content. I enjoy it so much. I really enjoy YouTube and the process of creating content and talking to y'all and, you know, building this community. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful. I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a cosmetologist, but hopefully you can find this information to at least serve as some type of foundation, some type of guide. So you can run these products by your dermatologist if you would like, or by your hairstylist if you would like. Definitely always research them on your own. Make sure that none of the ingredients conflict with your allergies or with your hair texture, hair type, whatever the case may be. I'm just offering you the little bit of information that I know that has worked for me. Hopefully it works for you, but if not, it's okay. Do y'all hear my stomach growling? I hope not. That's so embarrassing. But oh my God, it won't stop. Calm down. See, I gotta go. I'm so hungry. I don't ran my mouth too much. But hopefully, you know, something on this list works for you. If not, do not be discouraged. I know what a trying journey having dandruff can be, but there is a solution out there for you for sure. So just Stay patient, stay the course, do research, do some trial and error, and you will find something. And in the meantime, make sure that you are keeping up good hair care practices. So washing your hair and conditioning your hair as often as you need to, depending on your hair type. That can be once every week, that can be multiple times a week. You will know what's right for you. But I have learned that when you have dandruff, the more clean that you can keep your hair, the better, the less irritation and all that good stuff. So thank you again for tuning in. Love you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.